Hello, hello, hello. Once again, it's Miss Ronnie Rides. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel. Before we get started, hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell, so that when I upload a video, you will not miss it, child. Because you know when I make a video, I got something to say. And yes, I'm in my car, don't nobody say nothing. So let me talk to y'all about something real quick that I read the other day. I read this yesterday on my Newsbreak app. Okay, I have an app called Newsbreak. Guess you can get it from, I don't know, I guess you can get it out the Play Store. But it gives you different stories about things that's going on. And sometimes these stories are not on the news. Why? Because they don't want to cause panic, but it's coming too. It's probably coming soon. So it said, and maybe some of y'all have heard it. So the headline for this news article was Medicaid recipients, House or legislation kicks around possibility of Medicaid recipients working the forms to replace immigrant farm workers. Child, I wrecked my car and I wasn't even driving when I read that. I said, wait a minute. Because see, I was flabbergasted, okay, when I read this. Because I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Are you serious? So I tapped on the article and read it. So see, all of these people that's celebrating the Mexican and Hispanic people getting kicked out of America and celebrating what ICE is doing. ICE is acting a fool. But Celestial prophesied this. She prophesied this wickedness several years ago. She prophesied that they would do this, that they would be kicking people doors in and all this stuff. And let me tell y'all something. Remember when Biden was in office, and this is not about politics, but remember when Biden was in office, his last year in office. Remember all of those, when they were taping at the border and showing up with cameras and stuff at the borders and stuff, and people that live close to the border, like in these little small Texas towns and stuff that live close to the border. Remember people were making videos and talking to the news people and saying how the people that was trying to go across the border was passing through their backyard and passing through their land and stuff. And one lady was saying, we give them water and all that kind of stuff, and because we just figured that was the easiest way to keep peace, with them coming, but we don't want them walking through our land coming over here. So, and remember they were showing all of those young men, they wasn't that young, 20 something, 30 years old even, and they were of different races like Korean and Hispanic, Mexican, Arab, Nigerian, African. They were of different descent, different nationalities. Remember, all of them was coming over here, and then these were the people that the government was giving them the $5,000 cards with $5,000 on it, and giving them free cell phones and giving them food stamps. Remember all of that? And I kept telling y'all, I said, listen, these are the ones that they're trained. I say, you think that they coming over for them? These are the ones that they gonna be using as the new world order police force and the new world order police force. I told y'all that. I told you, I said, it's something up. Why else would they be coming over here and giving them all that? And why is it that nobody could find out where they were? They were hid. They were lodging them in hotels. Remember, they were going in like the ghetto apartments in New York, and they were taking over the apartments and all that stuff because the government gave the America gave them the authority to do that. They told them to do that. Remember all of that was going on? Where are all those people now? Where are all those men? It's like they went in hiding. We would even see some out where I live, and that's a small town where I live. So when somebody don't look familiar at all, they stand out. They stand out. I'm telling you. And I've ran into some of them that look like they was from Vietnam or Korea, they look like they Vietnamese. I would speak to them, and they would look at me like they didn't want to speak. They didn't want to be friendly, because they were told, don't be friendly. Don't be friendly, because what they want them to do is they don't want them to develop any kind of, they don't want them to like us, so that when they're trained to do what they came here to do, which is be the new military police in America. The ones that will have the mask on, the ones that are down there at ICE, that working for ICE. These are the new military police that they bringing in America. Now, why is ICE not arresting them people? Where are all these people? They've been having them people in hiding, training them. These are the new ICE agents that they're using to deport people. These are the new. This is going to be these people are going to be the new military police. Okay, that are going to be policing American citizens. This is just a front, them showing up on people's jobs and taking them and kicking them out of the country. That's a front. That's a distraction from what they really gonna do. So all the people that are yay and clapping and yes, the president is doing what we hired him to do, they're coming for you, sweetheart. They're gonna put all of them people out, and all of those people that they brought in that they gave all their money to, that's what they have been in hiding, training to do. Those are the new ICE people. Those are the new people. When have you ever seen this happen? So how does that tie into the article I read about the new the Medicaid recipients working in farm? Who do y'all think are going to work? They gonna put to work in the farm? And how does that tie in? Because people are losing their farms now. People are losing their farms because they don't have nobody work the farm, because they done read and Pedro them off. So who are they going to put in this new world order to work in these farms? The Medicaid recipients. It's going to be black and white, probably mostly black. And I'm not saying it's mostly black that's on Medicaid, but it's going to be mostly black folks that they put in the fields. Who do y'all think that they said? That man said in this article that Medicaid recipients, there's no need for us to be without workers in the farm. This is what he said in the article. There's no need for us to have to be without workers in the farm. We got plenty of able-bodied people that are on Medicaid that can go out and work in these farms. There's no need for the farms to be without workers. This man said we got plenty Medicaid, the able-bodied, strong Medicaid recipients that are able to work in these farms. I wish I would have sent I'm not sure. Normally when I read that kind of stuff about Medicaid recipients or SNAP or anything going on, I always send it to my daughter-in-law. But I don't think I sent her this one. But that's what he said. He said, there's no need for the farms to be empty. We have plenty of able-bodied Medicaid recipients, and guess what? It's going to be Medicare recipients too. Didn't say that in the article, but that's what they do. They push the envelope. They say one thing to say, oh, it's just going to be a certain people, but that leaves the door open for them to include other people too. So it's not just going to be Medicaid recipients, it's going to be Medicare recipients too, because that's how y'all understand that we are in the beast system. That we are. This is just the beginning stages of the beast system. Do y'all understand that? Okay, think about it. Think about it. The beast system, main thing, two things is three things: surveillance, taking over the banking system, taking over the money, and I'm saying surveillance, taking over the money, and removing guns, removing the ability for people to stand up and fight for themselves and resist. Those three things. You understand what I'm saying? So we are all of those things they are working on as we speak. But let me tell you something. If they get the money, they got something to negotiate then. Then they have something to hold over people. If they get the money and they go all digital and they are going to go all digital, then they'll be able to control the people, and they'll be able to use that to blackmail people into surrendering their guns, their weapons, so that they don't have a way to defend themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Once they go digital all the money and take a control over all the money and controls who buys or who sells, they gonna go after the guns. They gonna say, if you don't surrender your guns and turn your guns in, you're never gonna have access to your money. We're gonna turn off all your money. You ain't gonna be able to pay your bills or your utilities. You're gonna be able to buy food. You're gonna be able to do nothing with no money. So if they go all digital, that's gonna wipe a whole lot of people out, because people gonna trade their guns in to get their money turned back on, to have access. I'm telling you, this is part of the beast system. And now they already talking about putting people in the fields. You think they just talking about Medicaid people? No, they're going to be talking about Medicare people. They're going to be talking about people that receive any kind of help from the government. That's who they're going to go after. Anybody that's receiving any kind of help that's the first set of people they're going to go after. The man that I already said it. Listen, y'all. This is the beginning stages of the beast system. This is the beginning stages of the New World Order. I'm telling y'all, they're not going to just come out and say, welcome to the New World Order, until they got everything in place of what they want to do. When they got everything in place, what they want to do. Okay? So I'm telling y'all try to look it up. Because somebody gonna make a TikTok. Somebody gonna read that same article and somebody gonna make a TikTok of it and tell y'all. Watch. They are talking about putting Medicaid recipients on the farms to work the farms in exchange for having Medicaid. And people are going to do it. Look, I go work on the farm, but they pay me $22 an hour, and I'm gonna get 40 hours or more a week. I go work on the farm. That's more money than I make for myself. That's more money than I make for myself. You pay me $22 an hour. I go out there in the morning and plant some vegetables or pick some vegetables. I sure will. I will. $22 an hour, and I'm guaranteeing 40 hours a week. And all overtime that I want. I can choose whether I want overtime or not. I go out there working for. I sure will. I ain't got no problem, because $20 an hour $20, $19 an hour at 40 hours, I think is almost $1,000 or something like that. So $22 an hour for 40 hours a week, and then I can sign up for overtime. Baby, I'll go out there and do a show. It's more money than I make doing my business. I sure will. But I'm telling y'all, this thing that they are doing, try to look it up and find the article on it or Google it or something, and you gonna pull it up. This man, he was somebody high up in the political arena. That man himself said that there's no reason for the farms to be empty. That you got plenty of hard-working, able-bodied. No, he didn't say hard work. He said able-bodied people that's on Medicaid that can go out there and work them farms. So all of this celebrating about Hispanic people and Mexicans getting kicked out and not being able to and being kicked out the country and immigration. That's exactly what they're going to be doing to Americans. They're going to be doing that stuff to Americans, not to make them work on the farm. They're going to be doing that to American citizens because Americans going to lose their rights. We going into a nation where ain't nobody going to have no rights. You understand? That's why Celestial at the Master's Voice Prophecy blog is telling y'all to get your passport. I got my passport, but I can't see myself leaving America. Not because I think America's lovely and great. One, because I ain't got no money. And other countries, in order to leave, you got to show proof that you can take care of yourself. You got to show proof that you have money in the bank. I ain't got no money. That's number one. Number two is my children and my grandchildren are here. I can't see myself leaving here and leaving my children and my grandchildren here. And I'm looking on TV, America being bombed, and my children, and I can't get to my children, and I can't communicate with my children, and Lord, are my children safe, or all my grandchildren safe? I can't fathom that. I can't fathom that. So I've already prayed all the prayers that I know how to pray, and I'm gonna continue to pray all the prayers I know how to pray and trust the Lord. But I can't see myself leaving my children and my grandchildren over here. And plus I ain't got no money. So those two things right there. But I'm telling you, but I do have my passport, and I've been telling my son he need to get their passport. He need to get all of their passports and stuff, and I keep telling him that he think that they gonna run for the border and the people gonna let them in, that, in a state of emergency. And I keep telling him it ain't gonna work like that, because especially black, because Mexicans gonna be remembering how black people wouldn't stand with them and all that kind of stuff. And I think I said that in one of my videos. You better stand with them. You better stand with them, because when war hits America, where we want to go? We want to go across the border, and they're gonna remember black folks did not stand up for them, and they're gonna be turning a lot of black people away. And that's what I told my son. Don't be stupid. Get your passports. Get your passports, So, but I'm telling y'all, that's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about doing. That's what they gonna do. If they talking about doing it, they gonna do it. They are going to do it. They gonna put, who do y'all think they gonna put back in the fields? America gonna be a slave nation. Who y'all think they gonna put back in the fields first? Everybody gonna be a slave, but everybody ain't gonna be working in them fields and working and like that. Who you think they gonna be putting in the fields? Y'all better get y'all passport, just like Celeste at the Master's Voice Prophecy blog said. And the reason why I mention her, because I believe she is the real deal. I follow her. I support her ministry. I love her to pieces. And if anybody say anything negative about her, I'll be ready to cut their throat for real. Okay, don't say nothing negative about Celeste. So I'm telling y'all better look it up. Go to her channel, and I'll put it in the subscription box, and look up her set of videos. I think it's like 4 of them. I think it's called the 2025 prophecies. The year the wheels fall off. Look up. It's 4 Go to her playlist, and it's four videos in there. 25, something, year of prophecy, something like that. Go and look it up and listen to all them prophecies. But I'm telling y'all, that's what they planning on doing. They planning on putting Medicaid, people that receive Medicaid, probably food stamp. They just saying Medicaid, but SNAP benefits and all the kind. I'll guarantee you it's going to be SNAP benefits. Anybody that's receiving anything from the government, Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP, even though they just said Medicaid, that's just the push. That's just the knock at the door. No, they gonna push. Well, with Medicaid, well, why not Medicare? Well, Medicare, well, why not SNAP benefits? Why not SNAP recipient? I'm telling you, that's just the start. Medicaid. I'm trying to tell y'all better get off of this stuff. HUD, Section 8. Well, why not? Well, why can't they? They able-bodied. We paying for they apartment. We paying for them to put a roof on their head. Why can't they go to work in the field? That's just the envelope. I promise y'all, they gonna push it all the way. If you receiving anything from the government, they gonna be talking about putting y'all on the farms to work to pay back the government. I'm telling y'all, that's just the envelope. Because these people are wicked. These people are wicked that run America. The unseen hand of America. Y'all think that a president don't run America? A president is put in office to do these people bidding. The unseen hand that runs America, they are the New World Order, the elite. They are the Baphomets. They are the Freemasons. They are the ones that run America. They are the ones that run everything that has to do with the banking system, the FDIC, the interest rate, the Medicaid, the insurance. All of these are parts of a bigger of a head. Like I told y'all, like the octopus is a head, and then it's got 8 different branches. All of that is part of the head of the conglomerate that runs and owns America, that killed all the Indians and the indigenous people and native people and took America from them. These people, and all of them are not human. Some of these people are not people. They are Nephilim. They are demons. They are reptiles. They are not human. They put on human form. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. This wickedness. The Bible talks about wickedness in high places. It is absolutely correct. I'm telling y'all. They got some plans for America, and it does not include you sitting back at home and watching Netflix and chilling and running your life. They gonna enslave America. And that's where it's going to start. They're going to come up with a good reason and say it's a good idea. And the people are going to say, yes, yes, yes. I think so. I think people that receive all these benefits, they ought to be put to work for what we're giving them. They need to be put working. They're going to say yes, yes, yes. Not knowing that they slicing their own throat. The very people that y'all subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, not to say that you agree or disagree, but to push the video through the algorithms so more people can see it. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. But I'm telling you, the same people that's going, yes, yes, President Trump is doing what we signed him up to do. Yes, we want these people out of our country. Them same ones, they're gonna be put in enslavement right along with everybody else. Watch, see what I say. Y'all look up that. Just Google it and see what they talk about. They gonna do it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all better be preparing yourself, because we are going into some terrible, horrible, terrible times in America. We are going into some terrible, horrible, fearful times in America. You better watch. You better pray. You better pray that God give you the strength to endure the things that are coming. The Bible says those that endure to the end, whether it be the end of age or the end of their lives. The end of age or the end of their lives. You got to endure to the end. The end till you die or the end till Jesus come back. The end of the age. You've got to, and those that endure to the end. Do not think that you're gonna be able to betray Jesus, deny Christ, and then die and think you're gonna go to heaven. That means if you deny Christ in order to fit into society, or to be able to buy or sell or trade or whatever, if you deny Christ in order to be hooked up to this system that they're bringing, you're not gonna be able. That you didn't endure to the end. You gonna forfeit your soul. You're gonna forfeit your salvation. I'm telling you, the new world order is here. We are headed into some bad times, y'all. And that's where it's gonna start, right there. They're gonna enslave everybody. And it's gonna start right there with the people that's getting Medicaid, food stamps, and all that. They're gonna put them in them fields to work. I'm telling you. And they're gonna present the bill. And the people are going to be saying, yes, watch. You're going to see it out. When it come out and somebody start making videos about it, because they seen this same article that I seen. When it come out and people start making videos about it, go to the comment section and see how many people that don't look like us, mainly, is going to be saying, yes. Be why? Because people that don't look like us think that it's only people that look like us that's getting Medicaid, food stamps, and all this here kind of stuff. That's why. And they're going to be the main ones in the comments saying, yes. Put them to work. Yes, our taxpayers at work. Our taxes paying for this. Yes. They're going to be the main ones cheering for it. Watch. So that's what I say. Thank y'all for listening. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Share the video. I'm telling you what. I saw it. Try to Google the video. It's going to tell you. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless you.